Good morning, YouTube! 2 days in a row, the microphone is off! Gah! Alright, it is Monday morning, February 25th, and I'm JB, and welcome to another edition of What's On Today with Discovery Bay. Alright, let's start with a recap of a couple of videos from yesterday. There are links to these channels in the description below. First up on the recap, over at Just a Rican and his comics channel, Rod absolutely hits a home run with the debut of a new series. In a video titled Episode 1, Comic Book Community Shoutout, Rod is in search of channels with under 300 subs to give them a shoutout. Please take a moment to check out this video from Rod the Rican, another amazing community member highlighting other community members. Great job, Rod. Alright, next up, we have the launch of a new weekly series from Spidey Fan titled What the Beep? New comic books releasing 3/20/2019. Spidey is launching a new series that talks about books that will be FOCing, which stands for Final Order Cutoff, on February 25th, 2019, for books that are on the shelf March 20th, 2019. Spidey is approaching this series not from a speculator point of view, but as a collector who wants to be informed and ready to order and not be overcharged on books in the aftermarket. Great job, Spidey. Okay, the last item on the recap comes from Barbarian Kung Fu channel with a video titled Barbarian Kung Fu and Power Records present Captain America and the Falcon. Another video in the series where Barbarian is doing a spotlight of the comic records that I grew up with. In this episode, he's going to be listening to Captain America and Falcon as they work together to take on the Phoenix. If you enjoyed these as a kid, and I'm sure you did, enjoy them again now. Share this with your friends. If this is the first time you're finding this series, go check out all the other videos that Barbarian has and enjoy this one. Alright, now on to today's lineup. All of these times are going to be listed in both Pacific Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, and all the channel links are in the description below. Also, there are timestamps in the description. If you tap the time, you will jump ahead in the video to that section. Okay, so first up at 1 a.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. Eastern. Kenny at ComicHead 84 brings us a video titled Top 10 Comic Picks for New Comic Book Day, March 7th. Okay, next up at 4 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Eastern, over at ChinoComics&More, join Manny and Chino as they present a new video titled Collecting Comics is Fun, but What Comes After? The Hard Truth. These two are absolutely killing it, so you don't want to miss any of their content right now. Okay, at 7:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, Comics with Bueller starts our week off right with comics, coffee, and comments. Bueller shares a few hunting finds from the weekend and shares the comments from his fans, and this is an absolute can't miss show. Alright. At 11 a.m. Pacific, at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, Billy at Economics and Comics will be giving us the next installment in his series titled Hot Covers Only. This one is for comic books releasing 2/27. Then, come back at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern for a live show that Billy will be doing with special guest host Tony Sanders. Billy and Tony will host the owner of Expert Grading Services. And this is one you won't want to miss. Be sure to hit the notification bell. Okay, also at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, we get a live show from JP at All About Comics titled Comic Book Weekend Rewind with JP and Sunshine. There are always plenty of action during the weekend for them to talk about for sure, and I'm definitely looking forward to this one too. Okay, at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Joe Ryan Comics brings us the next installment in his series titled Covers of the Week. Today's video focuses on comic books releasing Wednesday, February 27th. Okay, also, I don't know why, also, at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, head over to Big Geek Comics for a video from David titled Push for 200 Subscriber Contest. You heard that right, Metarog, we got another contest on the list. Okay, next up at 12 p.m. Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern.
Whosoever watches this channel, if he or she be worthy, shall acquire the knowledge from the Comic Chief.
The Comic Chief brings us his Monday Mailday. Go check him out. Alright, next up at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, we have another live show. This time over at Bub's Comics. Come join the fun at the No Faces Comic Chat, hosted by the trio of Bub's Comics, DS Comics, and Metarog, and this chat is approved for all ages. Alright, at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, head over to Midwest Comic Man for a premiere video titled Buck a Book Haul Episode 2. In this video, we get a look at Midwest's recent books he picked up for $1 each, including a buck from the Platinum Age. That's gonna be good. Alright. Next up at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, we get another live stream, this time from the team at MCE, which stands for Marvelous Collectibles and Entertainment. They have a weekly live stream called That Geek Show. Head on over, stop in the chat, hit the like button, and then say hello. Okay, at 6 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Eastern, head over to JP's Budget Collecting for a new video Jason is releasing titled Collecting Smart Episode 4 Incentive Comic Covers. This promises to be pretty good based on the fact that everything coming from Jason has been spot on recently. Okay, at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we have another live stream. CBSI presents Tales from the Flip Side, number 57. Today, the gang talks about graded comics. Stop in the chat and give them a thumbs up. Okay. Next, at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, over at the home of the New York Warriors channel, we get a live show titled Chillin with the New York Warriors. Come hang with the gang as they discuss all things comics with special guest, the Geeky Swag Shop. Alright, and the final item on the lineup starts at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern over at White Whale Comics channel. Alec has scheduled a live show titled Return of the SLABDRAGON, another epic TJ Watson unboxing. If you've ever seen a TJ Watson A-OK unboxing, then you already know this is can't miss programming. And if you've never had the privilege of watching a TJ Watson A-OK unboxing live, then this is your chance. Don't miss it. Alright, that's it for today's show. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. Drop me a comment. If I've made any mistakes, please drop me a comment so I can pin it to the top and notify everybody else. This list will be posted on Instagram somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 o'clock with any changes and or additions to the schedule. I think that's it. Like, comment, share, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, and of course, don't forget, we had a good time.